While the industry's departure from couch co-op video games may feel more present than ever, that's not to say those experiences aren't still being made or still available. Your friends at Positive Distortion still believe those games can be the most positive video game experiences around, which is why we compiled a list of our top 10 co-op games. Enjoy. Ever wondered what it'd be like to play Gang Beasts as a cooperative puzzle-solving platformer? Well, wonder no further, because that is exactly what Human Fall Flat is. A goofy, uncoordinated, and truly hilarious experience. The name says it all. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is literally a bomb defusal game that will require constant communication if you hope to succeed. The game is finally available as VR optional, so get a group of friends together and test your communication skills. Oddly one of the most overlooked games in the last decade, Rayman Legends is a colorful platformer that oozes wacky style. And while the game can be played completely solo, it's on this list because it's just as fun, if not more so, with a buddy. Phogs is the game for people who watched Cat Dog on Nickelodeon and thought, yeah, that would make for a hilarious video game. The difference here being a far softer and more inviting art style. But the true selling point of the game, considering both halves are dogs, is the ability to bark incessantly at anything and everything, including each other. Just a couple kids' imaginations on full display, Foam Sword's latest channels Foster's home for imaginary children's art style and childlike wonder for a fun Goonies-inspired adventure featuring Nessa, Demelza, and a goose. By a country mile the hardest game on this list, grab your number 2 and go to war with the devil as Cuphead and Mugman. This rubber hose animation style game tests your might, your will, and your ability to conquer the longest, short boss fights in the history of video games. The classic heartwarming tale of two brothers is finally a co-op experience. Previously, one player would control both brothers with each analog stick, but thanks to the 2019 Switch port, you can finally play this with a pal by splitting the Joy-Cons. Think you and a friend have what it takes to break out of prison and live life on the run? Hazelight's A Way Out lets you test that theory through a completely cooperative 1970s experience with protagonists Leo and Vincent. Can you really have a co-op list of games without Portal 2? Sure, it's not the easiest game to track down at the moment. The PC crowd has the easiest access, but the Xbox community can also access it through the 360 backwards compatibility feature on the One and Series systems. Regardless, Portal 2, until I played the next game on our list, was the absolute best co-op game I had ever played. For those unfamiliar with the Portal franchise, the concept is you're given a gun that can produce 2 linking portals on specific surfaces. The perk with Portal 2, however, is that it sports an entirely separate story campaign for those wishing to play with a pal. And finally, where do I even start with this game? It's got variety in art style, but also in genre. It's got some of the most gorgeous set pieces in the history of video games, which you would think is overselling it. It's not. It's got Easter eggs, near-perfect 3D platforming, and a truly bonkers story that pits you against wasps, weeds, and an impending divorce. If you enjoy playing video games with your significant other, this is a must-play. No ifs, ands, or buts. Play It Takes Two as soon as humanly possible. And that'll do it for what we believe to be the 10 best co-op experiences. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to find more at positivedistortion.com.